to another story that's been breaking in the last few hours. The UK Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, his wife Carrie, and his Finance Minister, the Chancellor Rishi Sunak, all broke the law by attending COVID parties during the lockdown, and they'll all be fined. The leader of the opposition, Sir Keir Starmer, says Mr. Johnson and Mr. Sunak must resign. The London police held investigations into what's been called Partygate, and there have been protests by relatives of COVID victims. Officials confirmed the three have been notified of the fines, but they have not been told which events they refer to. Well, with local elections due in the UK next month, ministers are hoping this will draw a line under the Partygate issue. But Labour said it shows the Conservatives are unfit to govern. And in the words of Mr. Starmer, Mr. Johnson and Mr. Sunak broke the law, but even worse, they took us all for mugs. Our business reporter Laurie Laird is here to give us a quick markets read. How do the markets react to this? Do they dive or do they just shrug it off?
Shrug it off, Charles. This shows you how this government has lost the power to shock the electorate. The market, the FTSE 100 down about 0.5 percentage point, in line with all the other European markets. The pound down about 0.1 percentage point. That is a very, very small daily movement, and that's telling you investors think this is done. This is no longer a story. Investors don't tend to believe that Boris Johnson will lose his job. It doesn't matter that the Labour Party says he should go. The Scottish National Party is saying the same thing. Investors do believe that he is free and clear of this one at least. Let's see what happens in those local elections. Let's see what happens with this cost of living crisis. But I think for the moment, for Boris Johnson, Partygate is over.
Well, I mean, has there been any reaction from the Prime Minister himself to this, or from Downing Street?
What we have from Downing Street is a bit of a clarification. So we do know which party the fine applies to, and ironically, it was Boris Johnson's birthday party. At the time that was held, the rules were saying that only 2 people could be together. That's why he was fined. But nothing from the Prime Minister himself. And some of the Conservatives who had been calling for him to go are now saying, let's stick with him. There's a war in Ukraine. Let's not change horses right now.
Laurie, thanks very much indeed.